Good morning, everyone. This is Reverend Dr. Mary Whitney. The topic I chose for our 239th day together is losing ourselves, lost identity. And I wrote this for us, guys. It's going to be in my next book. Listen. For years, many of us simply move through life without questioning why we make the choices we do. We assume this is how life is supposed to be. Then relationships begin shaping us. And our desire to be loved, accepted, or needed, we gradually hand over pieces of ourselves to someone else's dreams, expectations, and visions for our lives. Think about it. I want us to sit up straight, and I want us to take a few deep breaths together because sometimes the topic is a little heavy, and it gives us a chance to reflect on who we truly are and how have we been showing up in our lives or just existing inside a relationship. So I want us to sit up straight. I want us to take 3 deep breaths together. And I want us to just meditate on whatever it is you desire to see happen in your life. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes, shake it off. Yes. And I wanted to say, as far as relationships goes, before long, we are standing in the shadows of a life we never intentionally chose. The difficult part is that this rarely happens all at once. It's subtle, so you don't really see it creeping up on us. It happens one compromise, one expectation, one surrendered dream at a time. We become so focused on maintaining the relationship that we stop asking whether we are still becoming the person we were created to be. Think about that. I'm sure you can relate to some of the things that I am sharing with you. The question becomes, whose life am I living? Is it yours or the ones you want to be in relationship with? If after honestly reflecting, we can say, I wouldn't change a thing, then those choices were truly our own. But if our hearts quietly whisper that we would rewrite the story, then perhaps we've been living from obligation rather than intention. Think about it. Compare obligations, ingredients, versus intentional ingredients, and see if they both reflect the life you're living or giving. Healing begins the moment we acknowledge that something within our blueprint no longer fits who we are becoming. And when that's happening and you can feel something different, then it's time to really reflect out and think about what it is you're doing. Are you living from within or outside yourself? It matters. The wonderful news is that the blueprints can be redesigned. Scripture reminds us that weeping might endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Sometimes that morning is simply the moment we awaken to ourselves again. Where are you headed now? Whose life do you desire to build? If we reflect on it with an epistemic mindset, while many people lose parts of themselves in relationships, not every sacrifice is unhealthy either. I want you to know that part. Love often requires generosity. It requires us to compromise sometimes, but not if it's living outside your value system. The important question is not whether we have given to others, but whether we have remained connected to our own life values, purpose, and identity while doing so with them. Our experiences differ, and each journey deserves thoughtful reflection rather than quick conclusions. Now for the recipe, I call it. When we become aware, awareness plus honestly reflecting inside yourself and having the courage to rebuild your life outside being compromised, you can rediscover your true identity all over again, right? And have you ever really lived your true identity, or what was spoken over you or into you? There is a difference. And so I want you to reflect moving forward in this manner, or you choose the manner in which you choose to reflect toward your life. I don't want to give you the answers. You have them inside of you. Today, for myself, I'm saying I choose to stop living by unconscious obligation and begin living with intentional purpose. My identity is not defined by what I surrendered yesterday, but by the choices I make beginning this day. Questions to ask yourself are these. When did I first begin setting aside my own dreams? What parts of myself am I already reflecting and thinking on, trying to reclaim, or I'm ready to reclaim? What parts of myself am I ready to reclaim? What would living intentionally look like today? And what is one small decision that reflects my authentic self? And I want to close by saying, I want to thank each and every one of you who have sown into your own lives these 239 days. Tomorrow will be 249 days together, and we're headed toward 365 days together. If this is your first time being with us, go back and review some of the other ones. You may not like all of them because many have different titles, but check it out. I've read from my book. I've done lots of things. But thanks to everyone who have subscribed, who have liked, who have shared our YouTube community with others. If today's message encouraged you in any way, please share it with someone who may need to hear it. And please subscribe. We'd love to have you as one of our community members. Let's take 3 more deep breaths together, remembering that every breath is an opportunity to be reconnected to ourselves. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We will see you tomorrow on day 240 together. We love you. Take care of yourself. Be safe, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.